Now we are gonna create our first view. For that, first thing, we'll create a new app. Go to the terminal and make sure that virtual environment is active. If it is not activated, then you can run this one for Linux or Mac OS, this one for Windows. So after making sure that virtual environment is activated, we will run the command python manage.py dot app, and we are going to call this to do. When I press enter, you will see a new folder appear. This is our new app called to do. This folder contains a number of files: views, tests, models, app, admin. Firstly, we are going to create a new file here. We'll call it urls.py. In here, firstly, we will import path from django.urls. From django.urls, import path. Now we are going to define a list of path. The name of the list is going to be URL patterns equal to square brackets, and here we will define the path. We will leave the string empty and we'll say views.index is going to be the view function for this URL, and we are going to call it index. From to do import views. Now this thing is fine. We have to create this index function in the views.py. Let's create a function def index request. Every view function takes in at least one parameter, that is request, and finally we will return http response, and we'll write here this is the index page of the to do app. From django.http import http response. Alright, so we have fixed the error. We have defined the URL and we have defined the function. The things that we need to do in this app are done. Our main Django application doesn't know about this app, so we need to connect this to do app to our main Django app. For that, first of all, open up the settings.py, scroll down, go to the installed apps. In this list, add your new app. Our app name is to do, so we'll add here to do, and that's it. You can close settings.py, open up urls.py, and here add another path. Now this is same as this urls file. The difference is this urls is the main URL file, and it is going to send the request to the specific apps. We can add the URLs of app. Here we can add URLs of our apps. Now how we do it is we'll import include, and then we'll say path, we'll keep it empty, and include in the brackets name of the app dot URLs. Basically we are saying for the path without anything in there, include the URLs for the to do app. So basically this string refers to this file urls.py, and Django is going to look into this file for the URL patterns, just like this. Now we have connected our app URLs to the main Django app URLs. Now let's run the server and test it out. Python manage.py run server. Let's press enter, and it is running. Hold the control key, click on this link, and you can see here, this is the index page of the to-do app. Our first view is working perfectly. Let's create another one. Now, once we have set up our app, we don't need to change any of the content in the settings.py or urls.py. Now, once we have set up our app, we don't need to change anything in the settings.py or urls.py. To add a new URL, you'll open up the urls.py file from your app and you'll add path just like this here. Let's add another one, path my to-dos slash at the end, views.my to-dos, and we'll give it the name my to-dos. Let's create a function here, def my to-dos, and it returns this is my to-dos page. That's it. All right, save it. Now if we go back to our browser and we add the same URL that we have added here, my to-dos, we will see a new route, my to-dos, and you can see this time we are visiting a different URL. For practice, create a couple of routes, and keep in mind when you create path, they are checked in the order in which they have been defined in the list. Whichever path matches first is executed. If a route matches the first path, it won't proceed to the next path. It will use the first path that it matches. So that's it for this video. See you in the next one.